Hi everyone, I'm Any New Province, and I just finished up the league with Reaper Routes. It is pretty powerful to have an Edict on a stick, but I think the most powerful card in this deck was Pit Keeper. You can loop all of the creatures back out of your graveyard with Pit Keepers and Escape Routes in whatever matches you want by clicking on the timestamps in the descriptions down below. While you're down there, if you wouldn't mind liking the video or subscribing to the channel, I'd seriously appreciate it. It's a great way to let me know you've enjoyed everything, and it really encourages me to keep making great Pauper content. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the league. Turn 1, Ruthless Ripper. Turn 2, Colostria Healer. Our opponent is not going to know what hit them. Oh my god, this is hilarious. Yeah, that's what we're doing, though. We're going to keep this. This is... just need an Escape Routes, and we're good to go. The Christmas looks kind of funny, eh? Like with the pom-pom. I hope I'm not I hope I don't offend anyone somehow, but it's a little bit early, Lenkenzie. It's a little bit early. All right, opponent's going turn 1 Swamp as well. So we'll oblige them. We'll oblige them with a turn 1 Ruthless Ripper. Start attacking, get a Death Toucher on board. They might have a Disfigure to fight it, but we got to live with that reality. Duress. Haha, got him. Check out this Colostria Healer, opponent. There's no deck in the universe that could justify playing Colostria Healer. Like, that's effectively not even a dead card. Oh yeah, I'm bringing the jank. I'm bringing the jank. It's coming early this year. They saw the Slum Reaper and everything, so maybe they know what we're up to. They're F6, though. Alright, drain you, pass the turn. No additional allies in our decks. They're going to Chittering Rats, okay. No problem. So, well, no, it doesn't matter. Dismal Backwater, sure. Turn comes back to us, and we will just go ahead and play a land, go to combat, we'll attack with Ruthless Ripper, because it has Death Touch. But point taken. Right? Oh, is it really? Yeah, maybe I'm throwing a little bit too much shade at Colostria Healer. I don't know that you should include Colostria Healer in any of your decks, but it's a little bit of main deck life gain, and if we can get it going with, oh man, Kumbaj Witches is not ideal for us. No attacks from our opponent, okay. Sure. Alright, turn comes back. Radiant Fountain. Okay, so now it's time to decide whether we want a Slum Reaper or not. I think we're going to attack first for sure. So we'll go to combat, swing and swing. See what our opponent does. Maybe they'll just take it. They just take it. All right, so that's cool. So we'll let them take 3. And I kind of want to hit Muldrifter this turn, or next turn, but I'm not really sure. It's just really tough. I kind of want to play a tap land here so that I can hit Muldrifter next turn, but that means we can't Slum Reaper. I think it's kind of worth it. I think Slum Reaper can come down in a second, and it'll still have a decent target on board. So we'll do this, and then we'll pass. It would have been nice to commit this earlier. I guess draining our opponent was our payoff for that. They are at 14, though. Thinking about tapping some mana here. Thank you very much, Hugh is in the water. Man, Escape Routes, it's my tech. It's my favorite tech. You know me. All right, Pestilence. That kind of sucks. That could be an issue in the future, but I like having a bit of removal on board to fight against it. So turn comes back to us. There's Thorn. Okay, so go to combat, swing, swing. I don't really know. We probably don't Thorn in the Black Rose here. We probably just Muldrifter and refill. We're trying to pressure our opponent's life total to the point where it's an issue for them to... So we'll reveal Slum Reaper, train you, 4/2, and we're not going to Slum Reaper yet. Oh, they're going to ping. Okay, you got it. Yeah, we'll ping you. So they save their Crypt Rats. I get it. All right, that makes sense. But I'd rather pressure their life total, especially if they're going to Pestilence away those rats anyway. So our opponent goes to 11. Down to 10. We gain some more life. Play out our Muldrifter. Draw some cards. Find a Zealot and a Ruthless Ripper. So hopefully we can run enough drain here that we can kill them. It'd be really nice to find an Escape Routes to get like at least 1 loop a turn going or something, but maybe we won't be so lucky. They're going to Tendrils our Drifter. Okay, go back up to 14. Attack with Chittering Rats. You got it. No problem. All right, turn comes back to us. Oh, they're going to Witches the Ripper. Okay. Well, we'll ping you. Go to combat, attack for 1. And I don't think we want to play a ton of stuff out here. Like, I'm a little anxious about what our opponent could do. I guess it's not a big deal to, like, play a Ripper here and then play a Zealot, because we'll get Drain and we'll get to draw another card. Just keep going through our stuff. We would really like to find an escape route. So there's a Pit Keeper. That's pretty sweet. That is one way to start looping creatures. We don't really want to just, like, give it up to this Pestilence. What's up, Nirok? What's up, Terry? How you doing? You're here to support the jank. I think we might see a Gary soon, which is definitely trouble for us. Yeah, there's Gary. All right. Well, we're up against it now. We're at 13. Yeah, I'm hoping. I'm hoping we can do that. All right, turn comes back to us. There's another land. Okay. So if we commit, if we become the Monarch here, let's go to combat and attack with our Ruthless Usurper and see what our opponent does. Because this can be the 4th creature to get into our graveyard. No. All right, cool. We're going to hold on to Pit Keeper until we can use it to get back Ruthless Usurper. We could also just use it to get back Muldrifter and recast Muldrifter next turn, which might not be that bad. But we're at 6 mana now, so I think I might just Zealot and Slum Reaper. Yeah, let's do that. So Dusk Legion Zealot, draw a card, take a damage. Land and Slum Reaper. We'll go ahead and sacrifice one of our Zealots. Man, if I could just find escape routes. They're going to let go of Chittering Rats. All right, sure. Is it time for Pestilence to start flying? So they can just Pestilence us out over the next couple of turns. They're going to kill our stuff. Yep. Pestilence number 2 coming. All right, so we will flip, revealing Pit Keeper. Deal some damage to you. That goes away. And the rest of our board dies. Oh, Terry, you're not feeling well? I'm sorry, my chat isn't working for my Streamlabs, so it's a little bit more difficult to... Oh, another Pestilence. That's interesting. That's going to make things difficult. All right, we're at 7. I think we're actually just dead. So our opponent can ping us for 6 with this, hit us with Kumbaj Witches. The only way we have any life gain is to get Colostria Healer back here. We could go like Pit Keeper, Muldrifter, but then they just ping, attack, and kill us. So unfortunately, I think that's going to be game 1 with the old escape routes, I think. We might as well draw some cards. Let's draw some cards. Maybe we shouldn't show them Pit Keeper. They don't know about Pit Keeper yet. Is there any way like to survive this somehow? We don't really have any big butt creatures. I guess we can Pit Keeper back the... No. Butts aren't big enough, guys. The butts aren't big enough. Because I'm pretty sure... Yeah. Second Pestilence is definitely a weird flex. Yeah, because they can just kill all of our creatures with Pestilence and then attack us for lethal with their Gary. So we're just dead. Colostria Healer does not do it. All right, so didn't find an escape routes. It happens. We're playing against a control deck. So there are creature decks, which makes Thorn a little bit awkward. I wouldn't bring in another one or anything like that. I didn't really prepare for this. We didn't see any Chainer's Edicts or anything, so I'm not going to bring in Nihil Spell Bombs. I think we just got to put pressure on them and try to drain them out before they hit a Gary, which I'm okay with. I'll make escape routes work someday, gang. You just watch. Yeah, if we had a bit of removal there, it would have been nice, but this is kind of awkward, but it's not too bad. Might be able to disfigure something. Probably not, though. We might end up just discarding the hand size, but no, I definitely do not prepare for mono black control. You know what also happens? Breathing. Definitely breathing happens. Breathing pool. So I'm trying to get back into Commander. Well, I always like Commander, but I'm building another Commander deck. I'm trying to build one around that Golgari Commander lady. That... Oh, is this a creature? Imagine. Duress is us. All right, well, they're going to get our Disfigure that we weren't going to use. Turn comes back. We find a Zealot that we can't cast. That's okay, though. So we'll pick up a Swamp, pass the turn. But anyway, so it seems pretty sweet, but I just keep falling into combos. So there's like the Scrap Trawler infinite combo with like Ashnod's Altar and those other 2 artifacts that like to be sacrificed. You know the ones. I think we get down Dusk Legion Zealot. We'll keep digging. Maybe we hold on to Colostria Healer until we can bounce it in response to one of their removal spells. Play Swamp, pass the turn. If they keep missing their land drops and we stick this Thorn, we might be okay. Yep, might be okay. So turn comes back, go to combat, swing for 1. And we'll commit Thorn here, and then next turn we get to play Mulldrifter. We're just going to be drawing a million cards. What is Breathing Pool? Maybe like... I think that's still pretty blue-green. Maybe that's like green-black? So Thorn, we become the Monarch, and we just have a jillion creatures to maintain our monarchy. So we should be okay. They hit their land drop. Kumbaj Witches. All right. Not a big deal. So we'll play a land here. We really don't want them to become the Monarch, especially now that we've just kind of all committed it to the battlefield all willy-nilly like. So I think the play is just going to be land and Mulldrifter. This gives us a bit of evasive damage while being able to kind of insulate against them. Part of me kind of wants to attack with Thorn here. I think I should. I don't think I can leave that damage on the table. Mulldrifter can block. So they would have to have 2 removal spells to get us here for as little mana as they have. There's an escape routes. Oh, baby. All right, so I think we're going to pitch probably Mesmeric Fiend here. They just have so much removal it might not be that good. But it's escape routes time. One of Mono Black Control's oldest enemies. It's just so much value. It's so hard to 1-for-1 against it. They did get up to their 3 mana, so we might be in trouble because of that. Opponent's just going to pass. Okay. So there's Bojuka Bog. We'll go to combat, attack with Thorn. And probably Mulldrifter as well. Maybe just Mulldrifter. Yeah, I don't want to lose the Monarch to 1 removal spell, and we're going to play Escape Routes here and leave up an activation plus Soul Manipulation. So we'll see how they respond. They do not. I wonder what they could be leaving up 3 mana for. So we'll play a land and Escape Routes. Pretty sweet, guys. Pretty sweet. Opponent's having a little read. Mono Black Escape Routes control. They're going to Disfigure Mulldrifter. You got it. I don't really mind that. I mean, it kind of sucks, like Soul Manipulation plus... They're going to ping Thorn. Okay, so we'll ping you. And then Sorin's Thirst. Thorn. Okay. Well, they may become the Monarch here. But this isn't our main phase, so we can just play another blocker, which I think I'm inclined to do. So we'll go ahead and Colostria Healer, because we can just get it back with our Pit Keeper. Drain you, and I'll 4th Bridge Prowler. They could have like an X1 Wrath here, but I'm not super worried about that. So we might as well give it some -1/-1. Draw another card. Another Prowler's all right, but not great. This game might take a while. I really want to leave up Soul Manipulation next turn, so that makes that pretty awkward. Opponent plays Pestilence. Yep. And any attacks? No attacks. Okay. So turn comes back. There's Crypt Rats. That's interesting. But I think the plan will be to... Probably Prowler, shrink down your witches, go to combat, and swing. And see what they want to do. I think they're going to kill a creature, at which point we can Pit Keeper. Yeah, okay. So they go down to 1 toughness on Kumbaj Witches. Cool. I'm not going to pick up Prowler here. I guess I can ping in response, which is a little annoying. Oh, but it still dies. Okay, so I will do that. So I'll go ahead and try to pick up 4th Ridge Prowler. They're going to ping. We'll ping Kuumbash Witches. Make sure we can continue being the Monarch. And bog you. We're not going to play a Pit Keeper here because it's just too much loss of value. I guess we could do it and just get Muldrifter and then Pit Keeper back the other Pit Keeper next turn. So we'll get back Muldrifter. Down to 15 minutes, so I have to start playing a little bit faster. Pass the turn. Draw another Drifter. I'd really like this Colosseum Healer to stick around. Opponent's going to Pestilence X1. You got it. Lose some creatures. I have to keep in mind that I can Crypt Rats X4 to just win at some point. It just got on. Title checks out. Of course it does. Isn't Sorin's Thirst worse than Moment of Craving? I guess it's harder to cast. I guess it matters if you want your devotion to be higher. So we attack with the Colosseum Healer. We're not going to play into waiting for them to activate, so we'll go ahead and cast Muldrifter. Draw some cards. Opponent's going to Whisper Agent. Oh, I like it. Okay, sure. Whisper Agent comes down. They Surveil. They still won't be able to steal the Monarch next turn, but they are building themselves up to be able to do so. So play an untap land. This will let us pick up Colosseum Healer in response to the activation. So I'm okay with that. They might have a removal spell for this, though. So I'm going to go ahead and Chainer's Edict them just to make sure that they can't steal the Monarch from us. Which means I probably should have played a tap land. Yep. They'll Pestilence once. Their creature dies. And we pass turn. So many whispers. Oh yeah, definitely. Absolutely. They're going to lose it here anyway. Maybe they just have another one in their hand. So put Crypt Rats on top. There's another Crypt Rats that we already knew about. So we'll Chainer's Edict you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pass the turn, and then we can start draining them with Ruthless Ripper or just kill them with Crypt Rats. See what they want to do. Gary? Angler, okay. Sure. So we'll play a land. 1, 2, 3. Morph a Ruthless Ripper. 1, 2, 3. I think we just 1, 2, play Pit Keeper. Get back Pit Keeper. Yeah, get back Pit Keeper. Play Pit Keeper. Hey, thank you. Pit Keeper will get back. Probably just best to get back Muldrifter. It'd be nice to have Colosseum Healer, but we can bounce later and get that. And pass turn. Capable of removing, or capable of bouncing in response to 1 removal spell, but not 2. There's Kuumbash Witches, sure. And Chittering Rats, you got it. So Chittering Rats targeting us, sure. Any attacks opponent? No. All right, so we're going to flip up, revealing Crypt Rats, drain you. How much black mana? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 black mana. So they're pretty close to just being dead. We'll escape routes, pick up Ruthless Ripper. Turn comes back. Play Radiant Fountain. Play Ruthless Ripper. Play Muldrifter. And pass. Draw another escape routes that we don't need. Happy holidays, man. Thanks, Dingleberry. We don't need to counter that. We'll just put a card back on top complacently. Opponent will pass and we win the game. Yep. So we'll flip this up, revealing Crypt Rats. They go pretty low on life, down to 5. And we might as well bounce Ruthless Ripper. And we'll play a Swamp. Play Crypt Rats. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kind of have to tap awkwardly to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then with it on the stack. Oh, we just win. Okay. It's pretty crazy, eh? He was in the water. I kind of love this deck. It's very hard to it's very hard to manipulate it properly. And also, I'm really sorry, guys, if I can't keep up with the chat as fast as I normally do. For some reason, my in-stream chat isn't working like it usually does. But hopefully we'll get that coming again soon. So I actually played Blue White Prowess way back in the day. It was fun, wasn't it? We don't have very much time for this next game, so we're going to have to play fast. Nope. No black mana. Can't keep that. This is pretty bad, but it has a Muldrifter. So we just have to find a land off the top of our deck eventually, and we'll be okay. Opponent plays Swamp and passes. We have 12 minutes left, so everybody play it fast, huh? Oh, somebody was on my naughty list this year. You have to hold control. Oh, yeah. No, I did. It was weird. I actually did hold down hold priority. Pass turn. I probably should have taken Doomblade out. I really don't know why Doomblade's still in my deck. Nihil Spellbomb is just better than this. Like, way better. Kill our own creature to get Pestilence off the battlefield? I don't really know. So I'm going to go ahead and play an island. We don't have that much going on, but I think I'd rather counter a creature or kill a Kumbaj Witches in response to the ping trigger than anything else. Playing escape routes here doesn't really matter. I guess it's like a little early to be taking a turn off. So we'll pass. We'll leave up some stuff. We definitely have to counter our Chittering Rats, so we can't get greedy and start pecking away at these. Oh, Lankenzie. You're so funny. So I'm going to attack with one with the Witches. Probably. Yep. We go to 18. And Chittering Rats. We do not want that to resolve. So unfortunately, while we can't get a creature back, we can't really let that resolve either. There's Ripper, so we'll go ahead and play out Ripper. Play a land, and play routes. Fast turn. They're going to ping Ripper. You got it. I guess I didn't really think about that. I should have pinged them. Okay. Punt. You guys got to at least let me know if the punts come up in the chat. Did the punt come up in the chat? So I can ping this down too. That's pretty awkward. All right. So I guess we just pick up a land and pass. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so the punt came up, so it must be working. All right, pass the turn. They are going to Whisper Agent. Okay, so with the Surveil on the stack, we'll make use of this Disfigure and kill it. We definitely do not want that doing anything. Puntaclaws is coming to town, for sure. Puntaclaws is always in town. 2 Kumbaj Witches is a daunting suggestion. We're a little bit too slow for that, but they're not really putting that much pressure on us either. So we'll play a Radiant Fountain and play a Muldrifter. 4 cards in our opponent's hand. I feel like a Tendrils is coming, which is honestly very bad for us. Probably thinking about whether they want a Tendrils or not. Sorin's Thirst. Okay. Calzone it up, man. Enjoy. A lot of blue mana going along. More like Punta loss. Yep, we're probably going to lose. I definitely don't play escape route stacks to be spiky, ever. I think our opponent's flooding out a little bit, though, which is kind of nice. So we're going to go ahead and take some of the pressure off of our 1/1s. Chainer's Edict U. Play a Dismal Backwater. More for Ruthless Ripper. And pass the turn. Opponent going to Whisper Agent, sure. Surveils. And Disfigures, okay. Well, if they're going to kill it anyway, might as well show them another Ripper. Drain you. Opponent definitely has a clock started now, though. Pestilence. Okay, this is gonna be trouble, guys. Let's see if we can come back from this. Especially where Pestilence can just kill a bunch of our stuff. Having an Edict in the bin is kind of nice. Maybe another Edict would have been okay. Yeah, it's vulnerable to just about any Wrath for 1/1s, but that's right. Yeah. Probably should have boarded out the Wrath, or probably should have boarded out Doomblade. But it's tech against Pestilence. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can flashback Edict, but I think it's going to be a lot better on later turns. I think we're going to try to bait them into Pestilencing twice, and then try to get a little bit more value out of Edict. So we're going to cast one of these face down. We're going to reveal our embarrassing Doomblade in our hand, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's to reveal the Rippers. That's right, E-Hustle. That's correct. So our opponent's Hellbent. We're at 12. We have a Death Toucher on board, which is kind of nice. So our opponent's going to ping once. Yep. Go to combat. So we can't flip it now or it dies, which is a little unfortunate. Part of me kind of just wants to trade it with this Whisper Agent, I guess. But I think we're actually just going to go to blocks, block like this, go through blocks, and try to bounce. Oh, it's colorless, so you can't escape routes it. Wow, man, anti-synergy like crazy. And I guess it's going to die right away anyway, so we might as well get the value. Just countless embarrassments on this game. Learning how to play my own deck. So go down to 7, and turn comes back. What do we got? Come on, literally anything. Joke's on our opponent. We got a game off them. Soul Manipulation, that's interesting. What could we get back with Soul Manipulation that would actually help? Like Muldrifter, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Muldrifter's not bad, but I think they just kill it and then kill us. I think we're just dead. Yeah, I think we're just dead. Yeah. Because if we manipulation back Muldrifter, they just Pestilence a couple times and it dies. This will die. We'll be at 5 and Angler kills us. So that's it. All right, I'm getting out of here. This game, I played terribly this game. All right, so the pretty typical escape routes hands. 2 Mesmeric Fiends back to back can sometimes save you. You still end up trading for 2 removal spells, and then you leave your opponent net down 1 removal spell, and you got a body on board, so I'm going to keep it. And if it's burn, we get to steal 2 burn spells. So play Dismal Backwater. It definitely is powerful in a lot of ways, but I just really want to... That was a cool deck that they played at the in the challenge this week, for sure. Okay. I ended up catching a little bit of that, a little bit of Birdman doing that. So we'll get some information. I think our opponent's on Heroic. And if they're not, they have a million removal spells for this. If they're on like Bully or something. So Mesmeric Fiend you. Have a look. Okay, so if they want to Firebolt next turn, they can't cast their Seeker right away. So I think I'm going to take Seeker. They'll Firebolt. Or I can just take Firebolt, but then they get Seeker down next turn. So I think I'm going to take Seeker. And then we'll worry about protecting Mesmeric Fiend from Firebolt later. I think Seeker coming down next turn is pretty bad for us. So we'll take Seeker. They can't get red mana next turn. Actually, no. So we can take Firebolt the turn after. No, that's sweet. Okay. What's up, Marilyn? How you been? Tolarian wins with Library of Lang. It's not a cost, is it? So you can just like stack your deck with it. Opponent, we are not going to trade. Not in a million years. I wonder if they drew an untapped red source. Oh my god, they did. All right, you get your Seeker back. Yep. All right, so we draw another escape routes. Man, it always hurts. It always hurts drawing the second escape routes. So we'll miss Mesmeric Fiend. We'll take the Seeker again. I can't believe they drew the untapped red source. I'm a little salty about that. So I think we take Seeker. Although Battle Screech might be a little bit better. Luckily, they only found lands so far, so they've got nothing else going on. We'll play Dimir Backwater or Dimir Aqueduct. We'll pick up Swamp and pass the turn. 6 outer. No, it's true. Opponent looting, so their hand texture is going to change a little bit. They only have 6 untapped mountains? Oh yeah, opponent definitely never didn't have it. They basically just have to play lands now until they can kill our Mesmeric Fiend too. Alright, opponent passes, so we'll commit escape routes. And... oh, there's Dusk Legion Zealot, okay. So we'll play Radiant Fountain. Might draw a bounce land. And play escape routes. We got a reader! Thank you very much for the bits, Marilyn. Glad to have you back, man. Well, it happens. It happens, especially at this time of year. You always think people are going to kind of wind down and start chilling out a little bit. But then, yeah, work gets intense. Oh my goodness, they have another removal spell from Mesmeric Fiend? Nice. Okay, so Mesmeric Fiend down. It's kind of a bummer, because now they'll get to commit Seeker. And we don't have a ton of spot removal. We have 1 Doomblade. Get in with Cat. Yep. Yep, yep. We can block it and bounce forever, which is kind of nice. Ooh, there's another Colostria Healer. Okay, so let's play a Swamp. Play Colostria Healer. And pass the turn. See what our opponent wants to do. They pitched lands and are missing land drops. Which is a little bizarre. But it is what it is. Tap, tap. There's another Seeker. Yep. That might complicate things a little bit. So going to attack. All right, we'll go to blocks. Block Seeker. They might have Lightning Bolt. You may have a Lightning Bolt opponent. Try to bounce our Colostria Healer. And any more plays? No more plays. Boros Garrison. Okay. So they're going to be able to hit their Battle Screech next turn, which is a little bit precarious, especially with the board that they have right now. We'll play a Colostria Healer. And maybe just like hope they take a little bit of time off here to Battle Screech. So if they're going to Battle Screech anyway, I think we should commit the other Colostria Healer so that our bounces just do more damage. Which would be nice. So drain for 2. And pass the turn. I guess we are kind of subjecting them to removal here as well, but yeah. So they'll probably Battle Screech pre-combat. I don't know if they're going to do it again. Yep. They are gaining and draining a little bit more life. Yeah, this turn is going to be the big one for them. And I mean, they have 2 3/3 Seeker of the Ways, so it's a pretty big turn already. And they flash it back. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with these Seekers someday. A Crypt Rats would be nice. We only have 1 Crypt Rats. See, man, I knew I should have had more more Rads in the deck. So we're gonna take 8. Opponent goes up to 27. We draw Swamp. Okay, so we're digging for our 4th Bridge Prowlers and our Crypt Rats. We don't find any. That's kind of a bummer. So we'll just pass now. Your Kingdom for a fadeaway. I guess maybe we should just... oh, man. Kind of a bummer, but we're just going to pass. We're going to bounce instant speed one of our Colostria Healers. There's Palace Sentinels. That's bad. Yep. And opponent can attack with the Flyers. Not even going to bother with the Seekers. You got it. So we'll take 3. Down to 14. And bounce Colostria Healer and step. Island. Okay. So we're flooding out a little bit. So play Colostria Healer. And we can bounce both. I guess we should just bounce 1 preemptively. But no, we can block 2 things and chump. But we're really just kind of preventing the inevitable here. Opponent, 2 mana. There's Squad Hawk. Yep, really have to hit that Crypt Rats. Yeah, maybe we should. I guess that's right, Waltzmark. Literally no interaction. We have a little bit of interaction, but it's going to be tough to beat this board. I think when they resolve those Battle Screeches, that was kind of their turning point. We're dirtling a little bit too hard, and they're drawing straight gasoline. Opponent gets in with some birds. Doesn't want to risk the Monarch at all. Yep, we take 4. I guess like a hasty flyer. I don't know. So it's too much mana commitment to bounce both. It doesn't really matter for us. Man, we're drawing straight gasoline, guys. I think it is time to get an extra draw in. Especially because we might find a Wrath, but I think they can probably just kill us next turn. More lands. Okay, well, I think the deck mostly spelled it out for us here. Journey, yep. And we're most likely just dead. I think they got plenty of damage. So there's 6 in the air, which will put us down to 7. Then we have 2 blockers on the ground. Yeah, we're dead. All right, well, make him do it. Faithless Looting, yep. Triggers, triggers, triggers. So we block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess we're not all the way dead. We're dead to Bolt. And I love it so much. So Lightning Bolt, whether it targets our face or targets a creature, it's game over. It's not a great deck either. All right, we're dead. So it's not really like a an ideal situation. I think Nihil Spellbomb's like kind of okay. They have Firebolts and things like that. Thorn's probably pretty bad with all the flyers. We'll bring back in a couple of Crypt Rats, and I think we'll take out a couple of X1s. Our Mesmeric Fiends are probably a lot worse. So we'll take out Mesmeric Fiends and maybe just keep one in. One early game's not too bad. And so now we have our Wraths, we have our Mulldrifters and our Spellbombs. So we should be a little bit more resilient against their go wide plan here. I guess Edicts probably get a little bit worse. What could I bring in for Edicts? Choking Sands? Imagine. I think Edicts are probably better than Hydroblast if the game's going to go really long and we are going to find our Crypt Rats, but deck loves you as always. Well, I love Escape Rats, you know. I put so much love in. It doesn't really matter how much love I get back. I'm just out here loving Escape Routes. The game we did, yeah, it is pretty bad, eh? Is it worse than Hydroblast though? But better than nothing. All right. We do get our early Mesmeric Fiend, so our deck obliged us on that one. We have a Pit Keeper to try to grind out value later. Thank you very much, Caspacho. And welcome. Oh yeah, man. Absolutely. Living our best life. Maybe Choking Sands is better than the Edicts here. So we'll do this and pass the turn. See what our opponent plays. No X1s, guaranteed. Windscarred Crag. Yep, we found an Edict. So we'll see how good the Edicts are, I guess. We'll go ahead and play Mesmeric Fiend. Get a look at their hand. What are we afraid of here? Opponent has 2 Rally the Peasants. So I think we just take Squadron Hawk. They're only going to have 2 mana. Nothing else can even be cast right now, and we can try to control their board enough to steal away the Monarch. So I think we definitely take Squadron Hawk here. And pass turn. Oh, break time. Nice. Well, it's good to have you, Breadlord. Enjoy your break. And thank you very much for that follow, whoever you are out there. Yaloran. So my Streamlabs isn't being super friendly to me tonight, so we might have some issue. 2 red mana for our opponent. See if they're going to kill our Mesmeric Fiend, get back their Squad Hawk. Cathartic Reunion, you got it. So Rally the Peasants, Sacred Cat, hit the bin. They're going to refill their grip. Kind of wish we could get a little bit of a better look at what they're working with over there, but unfortunately we can't. There's an Escape Routes. Sweet. So now, I think I'm actually going to... I think I'm going to commit Ruthless Ripper first, because we can start clocking them a little bit faster if they aren't on anything off of that Cathartic Reunion. And then next turn, if we don't have anything to do, we'll play Escape Routes. Fourth Witch Prowler, Escape Routes is going to be pretty okay. And they're going to get back their Squad Hawk. Yep. And Firebolt. All right, so we'll turn this face up. Reveal Chainer's Edict. Drain you. And Sacred Cat coming down. Rally the Peasants, Palace Sentinels, 2 unknowns in hand. We find a Soul Manipulation. I'm kind of inclined to just leave up Soul Manipulation here. especially where they got back their Squadron Hawks. So it's actually Squad Hawk, Palace Sentinels, Rally the Peasants. So I'm just going to leave up Soul Manipulation. And we'll see what they do. Squad Hawk. All right, so Soul Manipulation. And we'll get back our Mesmeric Fiend. Especially where they have the rallies going on, we really don't want them to find a way to go wide. They're going to Boros Garrison, so land, Sentinels, Peasants in hand. Still not a ton of time to commit an escape routes. So we'll go ahead. Oh, it's a Seeker. That's a little bit of a bummer. But if they play Palace Sentinels, so if we take Seeker and they play Sentinels to get the Monarch, we can kill it, steal the Monarch back, and they don't really have a way to bounce back. So we'll take Seeker of the way. And we know they can just Firebolt this on their turn, but it did slow them down a little bit. So there's that. Pass. And we'll see if that's what they choose to do. They're going to Squad Hawk. All right. Yep. Get some Squad Hawks. Playing into the rally. Got to find a land for the Script Rats, man. Gets the Squad Hawks. Plays the Mountain. Plays the Squad Hawk. Yep. Oh, man. It'd be nice to find some Graveyard Hate, too. So we're going to go ahead and 4th Bridge Prowler. Kill Squad Hawk. Yep. And I don't think we're going to Chainer's Edict here because we'll find a better target for it later. I kind of want to, though, just to keep their board clear. Yeah. So I'm going to pick up Radiant Fountain here instead of Chainer's Edicting because I'm kind of nervous about them just like committing the Monarch next turn. Oh, Monastery Swift Spear would be insane. It's 5 mana. I'm going to Flashback Firebolt. Yep. On Fiend. They get back their guy. And in comes Squad Hawk. Okay. 2 creatures in the bin for our Pit Keeper. So go ahead and play Radiant Fountain, play Escape Routes, and attack for 1. And opponent, gonna Palace Sentinels here, yep. Let's see if they attack. I don't know if we have a way to punish them for this. Seeker, yep. Oh, actually we kind of do. So they get to draw an extra card. We can wipe their board, but at the same time, we don't have anywhere to go from there. Because if we Crypt Rats X2, we still don't take care of Palace Sentinels. So if we Crypt Rats X2, they just get to keep their Palace Sentinels. So I think we attack with Prowler and see how they block. They might block with Sentinels. And if they do, we can have a better turn about it. So we'll attack with Prowler. And see how they block, if they do. And we kind of have to do this turn, because if they have Prismatic Strands in hand, then we're in real bad shape. All right, they're going to block with Squadron Hawk, likely Story. Okay. So we'll trade off. Play a land. So I think we do it on their upkeep. I think we play Crypt Rats. That's really weird that they would trade Squad Hawk there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I think we have to Crypt Rats X2 here anyway and go to Seeker of the Way. It's a little unfortunate, but it does put Pit Keeper online. So let's go ahead and Crypt Rats X2. Rewarding our opponent for their play. Take out Seeker, leave our opponent with the Palace Sentinels and the Monarch ability online. And kind of see how their next turn goes. Yep. Here come the Squad Hawks. And Pal Sentinels gets in. Okay. No way we can punish them on that one. Ooh, Slum Reaper. That's sweet. All right, so play a land. And Edict you. And Slum Reaper. So we have to sack our Slum Reaper. We can get it back with Pit Keeper. And pass the turn. Sacred Cat comes back. Yep. Opponent passes. Okay, so we'll go ahead and Pit Keeper. And we're going to get back our Ruthless Ripper so that we can bounce this in response to the removal. Or get back our 4th Ridge Prowler. Yep. And we'll prowl away their Sacred Cat. And Aqueduct back our Radiant Fountain. Pass turn. It's going to be slow going. Our opponent's got a full grip, though. I'm assuming they're going to hit strands that they can make use of soon. Let's see what this is. 4 mana. Battle Screech. Okay. 2 mana left up. Sacred Cat. All right. And Battle Screech. Yep. Okay, so we have to try to pick up Pit Keeper to get back Crypt Rats. Hopefully they don't have a Lightning Bolt. They didn't have Lightning Bolt. So lucky. All right, so play a land. Gain some life. Pit Keeper. Get back Crypt Rats. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Crypt Rats. X1. So we'll pick up our Pit Keeper. Crypt Rats X1. Pass turn. Thank you for saying I had a nice outfit. Sorry, I'm trying to play a little bit faster because of just the kind of clock considerations. Oh man, Sen's Enlistment is kind of a beating. There's Thraby Baby. And 2 red mana means 3 red mana. What does that mean? Flashback Faithless Looting? So we gotta find some of our Bajuka Bogs. We have some main deck. Zealot. Okay. So play a land. And I think we just keep looping Crypt Rats. So we'll play out Pit Keeper. Get back Crypt Rats. Pick up Pit Keeper. Play out Crypt Rats. And we'll wait till their turn this time. Because Prismatic Strange isn't that much of a blowout. And pass. So say they play this turn. If they attack with everything, I'm just going to take it. And then attack back with Crypt Rats. Ooh, they do have Rally the Peasants, though. But I think I'm still just going to not block. No Rally. We go to 19. And how does this look for them? Luma Thread Field doesn't really matter. And now they're going to try to instant speed remove Crypt Rats. Still doesn't matter a whole lot. Draws with a clue. They could have firebolted it. But they did not. Yeah, I don't think Sinkhole is ever going to show up. And like I've been saying, guys, I'm really sorry if I'm less attentive to chat than I usually am. It's just my my Streamlabs isn't being super nice to me tonight. So I'm only seeing the big chat that you guys see on screen. It makes it a little bit more difficult to pay attention. Opponent takes 1 off the Rats. Plays Draven Inspector. Yep. We're at 18. 13 minutes on the clock. All right, we draw a Swamp, which is kind of nice because it does allow us to Crypt Rats X2 now. So we'll play a Pit Keeper, grab our Crypt Rats, and pick up Pit Keeper. And the reason I'm doing this is because we have a life total buffer. And play out Crypt Rats. Now we have X3 up. They could just find Prismatic Strands here, so I think I'm actually going to just run out Crypt Rats X3. And opponent, tapping some mana, drawing with a clue. Their stuff dies. We're at 15, they're at 11. Seeker, yep. That's kind of trouble, but we can just flashback Edict if they don't have a way to get more creatures on board. Pumping Seeker with a looting. They have a lot less cards in their library than we do. But we're pretty low on time. Hopefully our deck delivers something kind of sweet to us. Just a top deck Edict would be nice. Maybe they have like a haste effect or something for this Seeker of the Way. And I think they're trying not to overcommit. Like they could just pitch a land here to Sen's Enlistment, which would take us off of Flashback Chainer's Edict mana. All right, well, let's see what they have. Probably Prismatic Strands, but I mean, we're going to make them have it. So maybe we just play it. Yeah. So we'll pick Keeper. Same idea. Get back Crypt Rats. Pick up Pit Keeper. Yep. Cast Crypt Rats. And we're going to do Crypt Rats X3 right here so that we're going to make them have it. If they do have it, if they have Prismatic Strands in hand, then we just lose. Because they can probably pump their Seekers in such a way that we lose the game. But we're going to try it. Here it comes. Mm-hmm. So we get to keep our Crypt Rats, which could mean a good turn for us next turn. But they get Strands in the bin, plus they have Rally the Peasants in hand and Rally the Peasants in the bin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So they have Peasants, Flashback Peasants, and I think that just means we're dead now. Yep. It does. We are certainly dead. We fought the good fight. Seeker of the Way is a crazy card. Does our opponent see it? Rally. Rally, rally does it. But I'm going to make them do it. Yep. Rally and... Rally. They got us. Man, these Seekers, crazy. They saw it. But we were doing the thing. All right, man, we got a janky hand. A couple of Radiant Fountains to buffer our life total. I'm into it. Let's see if we can't escape some routes. Are we playing against Gobos? Oh, God. Opponent, play a 1-1. Do it. Dang it. Our biggest nemesis. But we are going to run out our Death Toucher. That does at least make their next turn a little bit more awkward. And pass turn. Oh, Merchant Scroll and Tribe is insane. I think people were playing that. I think there was a recent Rags to Riches where people were playing... Oh, man, you should definitely send me a list, Breadlord. I'm trying to find out how to... Basically how to build that kind of Tortex list. So it's just really tough. Like Abzan has so many things going for it. So this turn, 2 Colostry Healers. That's sweet. Man, we're going to jank them out. They're going to be so mad. So 4th Bridge Prowler, Killer Foundry Street. They might have a Mutagenic Growth. But it is what it is. So we'll try to kill this. Pass the turn. Got him. Our biggest enemy, threats. Nah, man, we got Colostry Healers. We're good. We're going to Lightning Bolt our opponent with green or with black creatures. I was debating between these and the 3-drop escape routes. All right. I don't think it's time to play Colostria Healers, so I actually think we're just going to get our routes down and pass the turn. Engage full jank mode. It kind of is, eh? We can loop it enough times. We have to stay alive long enough to do that, which is a bit awkward. But if they play an X1, we can take it out. So they play another 2/2. Not ideal. Not ideal. Demir Aqueduct. Okay, so I think we'll play out Healer here just to start gaining a bit more life. I think I'm going to want to hardcast the Muldrifter when it's time to do so. So drain you, Aqueduct back a Radiant Fountain, and probably attack for 1. I can't see myself chump blocking next turn. We're at 19. But the Colostria Healer loop here is going to be real. I'm telling you. I guess they could just have Lightning Bolt. This deck does run Lightning Bolt. Yes. Chain Lightning's Colostria Healer. You got it. Can't do anything about that. Ooh, dang. Okay, that's pretty bad. Did not see that coming. So our opponent's going to hit us down to 11. They only have 1 card in hand, though. So we'll go ahead and play a Radiant Fountain. I think we'll just use Prowler to kill... maybe we just get down Colostria Healer and leave up activation. So I'm going to play Colostria Healer. The drain is real. So we'll do this. Attack with Fourth Word Prowler, because we're not going to pick it up. And we can block... If they don't have any way to deal with this, then we can just block this and eat it and take 4. And then I'm trying to do some math here to see if we can Prowler twice next turn. So opponent gets in. Yep. Let's go to blocks. Block like this. Take 4. What's up, Nasty? The Fountains of Life. Yes, the Fountains of Life have been kind to us. So we go to 10. Our opponent has 2 cards in hand. We'll go ahead and pick up our Colostria Healer, because it gains us life. We'll see if they kill it. 2 cards in hand. I'd rather burn hit this than anything else, though, because we perceivably have a way to deal with these guys. See if they let it go. They're going to bolt it. Okay. I kind of like it. Turn comes back. We draw a Soul Manipulation. I like it. Play Radiant Fountain. Go to combat. Attack for 1. Oh, yeah. Seriously sad day. And we'll try to double Prowl here. So we'll Prowler, hit Valley Dasher. Yep. Pick up Prowler. And replay Prowler. Hit Valley Dasher. And pass turn. How did you throw it? What happened? Oh yeah, the challenge. Frig. I only got to watch a little bit of challenge. Opponent just passes. Perfect. So we will 1-2. I think I'm going to leave up Soul Manipulation here. I just feel like it's kind of a beating. So I'm going to go ahead and play Zealot. We'll leave up Manipulation plus an activation for Zealot. Looping Zealot isn't ideal here, but... Ooh, Fiend. Okay. I think it's still better to leave up Soul Manipulation. Yeah, we'll pass. Plan on picking up a Fourth Bridge Prowler to double Prowl them next turn. I'm assuming they're holding a Fire Blast or something, which will make Mesmeric Fiend even better. If they play a creature here, we can Soul Manipulation and then do the Mesmeric Fiend combo next turn. So we'll pick up our Prowler. Turn comes back. Play Fiend. Man. There's Pigkeeper. Okay, let's play Fiend. We're doing nothing so hard. Oh yeah, staying alive, man. Staying alive. Islands are a hell of a drug. This has to be one of the most irritating decks in the actual known universe to play against. They're going to Fire Blast our face. Okay. Sure. Down to 7. Do they have another card in hand? Is it another Fire Blast? Potentially. They fire blast our face. Okay, so Mesmeric Fiend comes down, no hits. We're done just like that. So I think we're going to probably Pit Keeper. No, let's evoke Muldrifter. Draw some cards. We want to try to get ahead here. So we're going to evoke Muldrifter, draw a couple cards, find the land for Pit Keeper anyway, play out Pit Keeper, get back Drifter, and it's time to finish the game. Because now we can just get back all our creatures. We are in burn range though, so if our opponent goes Lightning Bolt, whatever, then we're just dead. But we can just Mesmeric Fiend them out for the rest of the game. We're doing nothing so hard. I've done that before. I've done that. Left myself like pretty much dead. But we can just like strip their hand, so long as they aren't sandbagging lands. So go ahead and pick up. Well, first let's attack. So attack with everything. We'll pick up whatever they block. Opponent takes it. You got it. So 1, 2, 3. Face down Ruthless Repair. And I think we just want to even run out just a vanilla Prowler here. Leave up Manipulation. So cast Prowler. --, and pass. Dead to Bolt. Oh, it can't block alone, right? All right, so I think we pretty much got him here. So we're going to go ahead and flip this, revealing Zealot. Burn you. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. So one more damage. How can I get one more damage here? Colostry Healer. So get back Colostry Healer. Turn comes back. Go to combat. Swing. Colostry Healer. GG. I missed lethal. How? I was so far ahead. Okay, so we'll bring him Hydroblasts. I think we probably... Oh, yeah. No, good point. Good point. That was bad. Okay, so Thorn should probably come out, because it seems pretty weak here. I don't know how Crypt Rats is. I think my my life total is probably going to be a little bit too relevant, so we'll take out Crypt Rats. Hopefully we can counter their stuff on the way down. Soul Manipulation is probably not great. Definitely just expensive Hydroblast. We can buy enough time to get stuff back with our Pit Keepers. Muldrifters might be a little bit slow. What do you guys think about Crypt Rats here? What do you guys think about Crypt Rats? Should we bring it in? I'm a little worried about Rats on my side. Because we won't be gaining enough life for Crypt Rats to like be that good. Yeah, Crypt Rats X2 is pretty okay. But it's like 5 mana, right? We might be dead before we get to 5 mana. Is it just better than Slum Reaper here? Maybe it's better than Fourth Bridge Prowler. Yeah. It does attack for 4 though. All right, we'll take the Reapers out. I know it's possibly Pauper Playable Reaper time, but we are trying to play with Escape Route as well. Terry's in here asking for spice. Everybody hit Terry with your spice. But don't like throw it in his face though. It seems like kind of a mean thing to do to a person. We're gonna keep it. Pit Keeper, something early. Fourth Bridge Prowler if they just lead on a next one. I hope Mono White Elves is the best deck anyone's ever played. Hydroblast, eh? I think we just play out our Death Toucher. And then next turn we can Fourth Bridge Hydroblast. So we'll cast Ruthless Ripper. And pass. Oh, Soul Link is amazing. Oh, wow. Gut Shot. Sure. So let's see what this is. X1. Dang it. Would have been nice to counter that. Valley Dasher. Okay, so if they're building up for a Crypt Rats turn, or a Crypt Rats, for a Bushwhacker turn next turn, I'm going to be pretty happy to have this Hydroblast on tap. But we're going to need, maybe I should just run out Pig Keeper to block, but no. I think we run out Prowler, There's a Cryptrats to catch us up when it's time. So I'm going to run out Prowler. We'll leave up Hydroblast. Nothing to kill with Prowler, unfortunately. Yep. Pass the turn. And next turn, we can pretty much just run out Cryptrats with Threat of Activation on the following turn. We should be okay. Well, no, they might have interaction. That makes me a little nervous. I don't know if I chump block here or not. One card in our opponent's hand. What are the chances they have Bolt? Maybe I should, like, leave it back to protect it. I don't think we block yet. But we are very close to being dead. This Merrick Fiend. They couldn't have anything but a Bolt here. It doesn't make sense. Before mono white hard counters. The Tethmos High Priest is, like, the downshift is amazing. I can't believe it. It's going to be such a fun card to play around. What's up, Sir Brentus? Welcome. That's awesome. Well, welcome to the stream. I hope you're enjoying it. Yeah, I like Priest a lot. Okay, guys, this is kind of tough. I don't know if I should play Mesmeric Fiend, planning for them to bolt. And then I know I can run out Cryptrats next turn, and this can double block if I counter the bolt with the Hydroblast. Which means we might get them down 2 cards. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run out Fiend. Fiend's going to target them. We get Jackal Familiar. Okay, cool. So we can pass the turn, and now we can chump block, plus pretty fearlessly run out Cryptrats next turn. Hopefully we hit a land so that we can protect it. Or they just, like, go Hellbent. Thank you very much for the follow, Sir Brentus. I appreciate that. Still double block? I think so. They can recast their creature, but I think we have to do it. But we're taking 8. But yeah, I think we double block. So double block like this. And Hydro. Because if we don't Hydro here, then we potentially... Yeah, we potentially die to burn spells next turn. Or burn spells while we're trying to Crypt Rats. So they'll get the Jackal Familiar back. They'll get to play it. We'll take 6 down to 4. Which is pretty precarious. Dismal Backwater. So we get to go up to 5. 3 creatures in the bin. And if we play Crypt Rats this turn... Did they not play the creature that went back to their hand? They didn't. But I don't think we can win from here. I think if we play Rats, we have to block with it. If we Edict now, we take 4, go down to 1. But that does... Yeah, and then we can't Crypt Rats at all. So we're actually probably mostly dead here. I can play a Pit Keeper, kill something. Oh, they saved to play it next turn. Yeah, fair enough. Crypt Rats activate for 6. Yeah, no, I see that now. Yeah. What's up, Hardcore MTG? So I think we're still pretty much dead. They're going to cast their creature, swing for 4. No Wraths on our side. They'll just sack one of these. Go down to 1. Yeah, I think we're dead. Might as well play it out. So, Edict you. Definitely not as damning of a of a performance that time. But last game was pretty sweet. Pass the turn. Familiar. Attack for 4. Put us down to 1. And they could just have a burn spell too. They are wont to do that kind of thing. Yep. We go to 1. And any Wrath in the game that we could top deck kills us. Healer puts us up to 2. But that's not enough. I guess they would have had to draw on a creature. But they still held on to it. I mean, we might as well play it out. So Colostria Healer. Go up to 2. Pit Keeper. Oh no, it can attack or block alone. So it doesn't matter. Yep, we're dead. That isn't like the Mogs. All right, so you think the Last Edict coming in? I think that's good too. So bring the Last Edict in. Cryptats X1, I like it. All right, so what do we want to take out for the Last Edict? Maybe just a Prowler. They don't have that many X1s. Take out Prowler. Duresses don't really do anything. I guess Thorns have Death Touch, and they could be a way for us to turn their game around when we're that low on life. But I think that point, like, Cryptats don't look as good there, but probably still better than Slum Reaper. All right, let's keep it going, guys. I'm not going with 2 game wins with this deck. But in the meantime, if you like playing Jank, we got a Discord right here. You can come talk about Jank. If you want to see a deck tech for this deck, there it is right there. I'm going to write an article about this deck and post it a little bit later on Reddit. There's where you can find that article. Check it out. Game 3 coming up against RD Dub. We're on the play. Tundra. Yes, man. What would that do? Make Tribe just bananas? All right, this is like actually kind of a reasonable hand. A bunch of Death Touchers lines up somewhat okay against all of what they're doing, especially because we can keep deploying them. Pass a turn. So we have removal. We got Muldrifter to catch us up later. Mountain. I wonder if they just remove this. The 3-2 dream is alive. It is. It very much is. They're going to play a creature. You got it. Play a Ripper. Bounce a land. Pass a turn. More lands. Good news for us. Sometimes red deck wins on a 1-lander is kind of scary. 2-lander red deck wins is still pretty scary, though. Gonna get Bible thumped. Oh, God. That's the worst kind of thumped. What's up, Pappy? How you been, man? How you been? How's the Twitterverse treating you? I hope you're well. Let's go to blocks. Block with Ruthless Ripper. Kill your guy. Hopefully. Mutagenic Growth doesn't do it. Thump. Did a thump happen? Did we get thumped? Oh, I'm getting Bible thumped? Oh, God. Sometimes it hurts. Okay. Draw a card. It's Escape Routes. Oh, we just might have him, gang. All right, so I still think it's going to be Chainer's Edict, play Ruthless Ripper, and pass the turn. Our opponent might have some kind of shenanigans here. We kind of want to hit our land drops, too. Or maybe I just take the turn off and cast Escape Routes. They can't do anything too crazy next turn, right? Now, let's play Chainer's Edict, play Ruthless Ripper. We'll play it safe. We'll build up our defenses, get an extra little point of damage in here. I'm happy you made it too, Pappy. Quit thumping me. So Edict you. Oh, I love having an Escape Routes in my hand, I'm telling you. Play Ruthless Ripper, combat, and we'll swing for 1. Guess I could have a Hasty Boy next turn. Play like a 1-drop into Bushwhacker. Nasty, why are you crying? Opponent bolts a Ruthless Ripper. I like it. Land. Mesmeric Fiend at this point is just kind of a tempo play. Pretty sweet. Cohort, yep. And Chain Lightning, all right. Nope. So I'm pretty happy to just soak up all my opponent's burn, because now we can... I still think we should just... man, this is tough. I think we should Mesmeric Fiend, take any other burn out of their hand, and then try to evoke Muldrifter next turn, or take anything that might turn this on. Hopefully. Let's thump them good. What are we going to find in our opponent's hand? If they remove it now, we get to exile the card forever. Pyroblast and Goblin Bushwhacker. Huh. That's interesting. I don't think we really care about Pyroblast. So I'm going to take Bushwhacker and pass the turn. Pyroblast can counter Muldrifter, but we don't have that many blue cards in our deck. We can just keep killing their stuff until it doesn't matter. Oh, Death Spitter combo is amazing. It really is time. It really is time to play Death Spitter combo. Honestly, I'm long overdue. So our opponent has a Pyroblast. We're going to try to bait it out by evoking a Muldrifter. Hopefully that's bait enough that we can get down and escape routes. At this point, though, oh, that's good. Okay. So Mesmeric Fiend will take their Pyroblast. And pass turn. About Tundra? Yeah, it's not doing anything anyway. One card in our opponent's hand. Burning Tree. You got it. Opponent, add some mana. We really do have to start doing something about these creatures, though. Let's see if they attack. Yep. I don't know if we trade for this here or not. I think we take 4. We're at a pretty healthy life total. We've got cards locked under these that we'd rather they not have. Finally find another land. I think we're going to evoke Muldrifter and see if we can't find a... man, we can hardcast it like next turn, though. Let's see if we can find a 4th Bridge Prowler to kill this. We got to hit more land drops to eventually get to Chainer's Edict and make the routes even remotely usable as well. So draw some cards. Have a look. Pickkeeper isn't bad. And we might as well Radiant Fountain here. Gain some life. And we can Muldrifter next turn, which is going to take out another one of their creatures. Then we can get back our Muldrifter. And I think we should be okay. One card in our opponent's hand. Oh, that's a pretty good one. They're going to attack for a lot. They're going to attack for 8 here. Go to 8. Yikes. Okay. So if we block like this, if we block here, and then next turn, no, we can't give them a Bushwhacker. And we really, well, Hydroblast or Pyroblast doesn't really matter. If they counter 1 escape routes, we can find the other one. I'm gonna give them back Pyroblast. Oh wait, no, our plan has something to do with Muldrifter. I think we have to take it. Because Bushwhacker represents a lot more damage than the 2 it's going to prevent right now. So I think we have to take 8. Down to 8. Draw a Zealot. Okay. So I think the play here is going to be Pit Keeper, Zealot. So play Pit Keeper, grab Muldrifter to cast next turn. This also trades with a creature. Yeah, I think we're going to give them the Pyroblast back. I think it's time. And we'll play Zealot. And there is a Crypt Rats. That's interesting. So I'm going to attack for 1. Hopefully I don't get burned for it. Little spoopy. Burn spell could just mean the end. Valley Dasher, okay. Opponent, going to attacks. Yep. Alright, so go to blocks. Are we just dead? Block here. Block here. They get back their Pyroblast. We take 6. Or we can take 4 down to 3, and then Crypt Rats X2 next turn. So I think that's what we gotta do. That does give them back their Bushwhacker, though. And we'd be at 1 with nothing on board. I guess we could do it on their end step to like rebuild before they can. Yeah, I think this is what we're going to do. Go to 3. They get back Pyroblast. Kenzie, what are you talking about? All right. Ooh. We can't leave up Hydroblast plus Crypt Rats X2. That's kind of an issue. So play Crypt Rats. We can leave Hydroblast up next turn to fight their Bushwhacker, but It's not ideal. We're also at 3, so we're going to go to 1. And they're at 19. Oh, God. Gotta get some Colostria healers off the top here, gang. No attack. I guess we might as well attack because we're going to be activating in combat. So we'll attack for 1. Put him down to 18. Dead to a bolt. Big dead to a bolt. Pass the turn. We can't even play this Dust Legion Zealot in our hand. 1 to 18. Opponent goes to combat. Yep. Maybe they'll get the epic rub-ins, and they'll be able to. I wonder if I just chump with Crypt Rats here. I guess we go to 1 either way. Anyway, so go through to blocks, no blocks, and activate Crypt Rats X2. Wipe your board, give you back Bushwhacker. Absolutely not. Say it again. So it's going to be Pyroblast, Bushwhacker, Unknown in our opponent's hand, which is a pretty good grip against one lowly old Hydroblast trying to hold it down. So I think we're probably dead here. But we fought the good fight. With all of our little weenies doing their best. Apparently 1-for-1ing against red deck wins doesn't do it. All right, they got us. All right, here we go. Match 4. Ruthless Rippers to start it. Death Touchers. And awkward tap land on turn 2, but whatever, let's do it. How does Guildmage slide into Tron? That's how you make everything playable. Just put it in Tron. All right, so let's get our aggro started. Yeah. I won't stop playing escape routes until I find a way. I guess somebody did 5-0 with an escape routes list, so that's pretty sweet. Happy to have inspired anyone. That was like one of my proudest moments when they like dropped into the chat or dropped into the comments of one of my YouTube videos, and they were like, "Man, what is this?" They're like, "I played more red decks winning. Hopefully this red deck is bad against Prowlers." All right, let's see. Ghostly Flicker is probably the better outlet. See, man, I still don't know. Like, Ghostly Flicker is obvious. It's a cool way to use it, right? Played against Escape Routron? That's really cool. It's a cool way to use it. Like, Ghostly Flicker is cool and obviously very powerful. It's like a staple in our format. But there's like 1-card combos. That's something I'm going to talk about in my write-up tonight. Like, I'm always looking at escape routes, but I think it's time to start looking at, you know, like cards like Grim Harvest, or like cards that just cost a little bit more mana and have the same kind of effect, but they're like a 1-card combo. You know what I mean? Like, those cards do exist. Like, what if we built around those cards? Like Pestilence. Like, Pestilence costs a little bit more, but you get paid off for it like crazy. Yeah, are these the good red decks? Well, we are going to trade with this pumped up Foundry Shoe Denizen. Maybe they're just going to play 3 Burning Trees and we'll just go home happy. Oh, that's so wicked. Man, that might be it. You might want to use escape routes to bounce Stonehorn Dignitary. I think that is effectively what got the other player the 5-0 with it, was because it was a Stonehorn Dignitary deck, and it was a good week for Stonehorn Dignitary. Tactical Stonehorn Dignitary. All right. We draw Dismal Backwater. I might run out the Vanilla Reaper here. No, we do kind of want to keep hitting our land drops. So I'll run out a Dusk Legion Zealot, and I won't think twice about chump blocking with it. Yeah, exactly. Dignitary. We draw Thorn. A little bit awkward here, but that's fine. Yeah. No attacks. Pass the turn. Insulate at least a little bit against a Bushwhacker turn next turn. But that'll still be a little disastrous. So if Bushwhacker's our last card, then holy heckin' GG's opponent. So they're going to get in. Yep. So go to blocks. Block like this. Block like this. Take 2. Down to 19. And 2 mana left. They pass. Okay. Bazooka Bog. That's interesting. But not really doing anything. So we'll play Zealot. See if we can draw on tap land for Doomblade. We don't. A little unfortunate. I guess we might as well bog. And pass. Maybe I was supposed to take another 2 last turn so that I could double block with these Zealots. Probably makes a little bit more sense. But don't continue playing bad because you played bad that time. Bushwhacker. All right, well, this is going to trade for a creature anyway, so. Yeah. Yeah. I think we got a little bit lucky. We traded some extra damage to trade with a Bushwhacker. Go to 9. 2 cards in our opponent's hand. Pitkeeper is going to get Ripper here because it can trade with 2 of their creatures. Yep. So we will Pitkeeper. I think so. Get Ripper. We're going to have to grind, though. And play Island. I think getting the extra 2 drain here in the process is going to be important. So we'll cast this face down. Oh, yeah, I could have cast all 3, I guess. So I'm going for the 2 damage over the Doomblade. Hopefully that doesn't matter. I guess I go creature, punishment. Pass the turn. We gotta do something about all this damage. We gotta kill them, I guess. But yeah, maybe I should think about surviving first and then winning the game. We'll find out. Here they come. No, that's true. Just 1 attacker in Thorn. Or sorry, in BTE. Okay. So we'll go to blocks. I guess we trade here. They could have like mutagenic growth or something, and we wouldn't mind. If we find an escape route, so we want this to be alive. So we'll show them Doomblade instead of Thorn, because we don't want them to just like commit a bunch of creatures to the board and then jam a Thorn. Drain you. That's fair. I kind of like that. Slum Reaper, cool. Okay, so play a land. I think it is time for Pitkeeper to be slummed away. What 2 spells do I want to play next turn, though? Maybe I just pass and Doomblade, try to thin down their board, and then next turn Thorn? Nah, I think it's Slum Reaper. Yeah, attack first is a good idea. So they trade a creature, and then I just play Thorn. We should be okay. All right, so nothing. Cool. Take 2. Reaper. Opponent gonna read Reaper. They might kill us in response. That's totally fair. Sack Pitkeeper. Pass the turn. So our 4 mana 4/2 just traded with a 2/2 and a Pitkeeper. There's Cohort. They attack. They do have haste creatures, which I'm like a little bit nervous about. Zealot. Okay, so I think we play out our Thorn here. True. And I think we just pass with Doomblade up. Just in case they try to get crafty with us. Draw Radiant Fountain. Don't mind that. We're at 10. 2 mana. Bushwhacker. Okay. Pumps up Cohort. 2 cards in hand. They go to attacks. Hopefully we can seal the deal here. So go through 2 blocks. Block like this. Doomblade here. Let's turn it around. Here's the corner. Let's do this. Opponent plays nothing. So we'll play Radiant Fountain. Zealot. Draw a card. It's a land. We got to draw more than just lands, though, guys. We're definitely going to need more than lands. We're at 11. So while we've been pretty disruptive, even escape routes isn't like that great here. All right, deck. Quit being a troll. There's Denizen. Yep. And they're going to pass. Okay. So now we kind of have to stop attacking because if they have a haste creature, they could steal a Monarch. Nobody, never mind. I'm still only going to attack with one creature. And it will probably be Dusk Legion Zealot. Got that 8-turn clock. I don't know if they're holding on to unless it's 2 Fire Blasts. So we're going to pass. Missed my line drop like a champ. God, the Santa hat, man. The Santa hat. It's turning me into an idiot. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So play an island. And I think I'd rather be attacking with a 4-2 than a 1-1. So I think we're going to go to combat. Swing with both. 4-2. And Slum Reaper. Yep. Sack Zealot. And pass. Okay. Dusk Legion's out. I like it. That'll do. Routes. Hasty boy. It's a 1-1. No attacks. Ruthless Ripper. Okay, so play a land. How much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can flashback Edict and Zealot. So let's Zealot first. Draw a card. Fourth Bridge Prowler. That's an awesome draw. So now we can... this is a little awkward, but we should be able to draw another black source or black card soon. So we'll Fourth Bridge Prowler. I'm not going to hold on to this just for Ruthless Ripper. Killing this is going to get more damage through anyway. And just turning this into a 2-2 early, like right now, it's probably going to help. So we're going to cast this face down. Go to combat. And swing. For 5. We should have him next turn. What do we draw? Land. Three cards in our opponent's hand. I don't know what they'd be holding on to if it weren't Fire Blasts. But it will keep them alive. They're going to bolt the Reaper. Yep. So it couldn't be 2 Fire Blasts. No, well, it could be. We go to 1. Send a message. Drifter, I like that. All right, so let's Drifter. See if we can't hit us a black card. We hit some black cards. Go to combat, swing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they take 5. We reveal, Edict, and win the game. Cool! I think. They only have 2 cards in hand. They can't kill us. Oh, that should be our 3rd game, right? Yeah. Okay. So, Hydroblast's in. I think we agreed that Crypt Rats were better probably than Slum Reapers, although Slum Reapers did turn that clock up last time. And we can bring another Edict in over a Prowler. So, I'm okay with taking the Slum Reapers out here, but and the Thorn? Thorn was pretty good that game too, when we managed to turn the corner, but we might not always. Yeah, like these other cards just don't have a clock at all. We should probably keep Manipulations to get back Ruthless Usurpers. I think we need the Reapers. I built this deck around Reaper. But Crypt Rats white, but they rat the board. So it's kind of tough. Yeah, maybe Escape Routes. That's like the whole deck, though. Soul Manipulation seems a little bit too slow. I agree. It does get back Crypt Rats, though. I feel like Slum Reaper is kind of good, but it's just going to trade with something most of the time. Maybe Thorn's okay. It's like it's a 1/3. Granted, them drawing extra cards is way, way bad. It's bad news. Real bad news. So I'm okay with that. Crypt Rats should be able to help us rat the board. Although we have a bunch of 1/1s too. So Pit Keeper and Escape Routes are going to have to be our saving grace. I think it's when we turn the corner. Oh man, we got Escape Routes. Got Colostria Healer. Can't lose. Doomblade. Beautiful. Keep. On the draw. Mountain. Strong. Strong opener. Yeah. Routes is definitely really, really slow. So play Dismal Backwater, pass the turn. Maybe we were supposed to go down some Fiends. Maybe we'll try that next time. We'll go down a couple Fiends for a couple of Thorns. There's Mudbrawler Cohort. Yep. You got it. Attacking 4/4 on turn 2. Seems good. I'm going to try to pick a Bushwhacker out of their hand here. I don't know how good of a plan that is, but if we can hit a Bushwhacker, it might be okay. We may survive. So we'll enter our Black Source. Mesmeric Fiend, see if we can buy some time. Colostria Healer for that main deck life gain coming up. I wonder what they got. I like Mesmeric Fiend a lot in certain matchups. This one, not particularly. They have Bushwhacker. So next turn they can just bolt the Fiend and then Bushwhacker. Yikes. So I think we have to take Bolt, which will still allow them to Bushwhacker, which isn't great. But once they Bushwhacker, we can trade with it with Mesmeric Fiend. Give them back the bolts, which will mean we're at what? So we take 6 down to 11. And then they can 7 us down to 4. They have 2 creatures on board. We play a Colostria Healer. Doesn't seem too great. Whereas if we take Bushwhacker here, they bolt this. Bushwhacker, we take 6, 8 next turn. Go down to 9. And they can Fire Blast us. So I actually think we take Bushwhacker, because we would rather they bolt this than Bushwhacker and then bolt. Especially if we're just going to trade this with Bushwhacker and give them the bolt back, right? That's 6, yeah. So I think we take Bushwhacker. Pass turn. But I assume that's the line of play they're going to take. Maybe they won't. Tough to say. Yep. It's still going to be hard to come back from this. But at least we only go to 9 this way. Pretty strong turn 3. So Fire Blast unknown in our opponent's hand. They ate us down to 9. I think our deck's just like too slow for this start. Mesmeric Fiend. I don't think Mesmeric Fiend's good here. We take 4, we go down to 5, and they Fire Blast us. It's probably just Colostria Healer Bounce Land to kill this, and then we can Doomblade something. Yeah. All right, so go like this. Colostria Healer, drain you, back up to 10. And Aqueduct, pick up a swamp. Pizzy the Tizzy. Let's see what they're all about next turn. They just Firebolt our face in response to Mesmeric Fiend next turn. Oh god. It's probably bad news. Firebolt is a card in their hand, or Fire Blast is a card in their hand. All right, what's coming? Bunch of attackers? You bet. All right, so go to blocks. Block like this. Take 4, down to 6. Ooh. Fire Blast is lethal if any of these creatures get through, so we're going to have to rip pretty good. Bashuka Bog. Nice. So, our opponent just Fire Blasts in response to Mesmeric Fiend, but if we can take a creature and they whiff on creatures, we might survive. So I'm going to go Swamp, Mesmeric Fiend. See what the texture of their hand looks like. Pizzy the Tizzy in the Big Nip Tizzy. Yeah. So they Fire Blast us, we go to 2. Mesmeric Fiend will take whatever's in their hand. It's a land. Very nice. All right, so we just have to pass and Doomblade whatever it is they don't hit us with. All right. Or they're going to hit us with. Which kind of sucks, because it means we can't double block anything. All right, pass turn. Multiple chumps incoming. Land in our opponent's hand. Haste creature is game. Opponent goes to attacks. Only swings with 2. We still have to double block 1. All right, go to blocks. We will double block like this. And we'll kill this, which will put this down to a 1/1, although I don't think that matters. Or we'll kill this, sorry, or I'll die. And our opponent's got 1 creature, 1 card in hand. We're going to drift away next turn. Draw some cards. But we're at 2, and they have burn spells. So play a land, drift away. What? Oh god, what did I do? We draw another Muldrifter, which might be a little bit too slow. I'm going to leave Muldrifter back in case of haste. I don't know what 1 card they could have in hand, though. Probably a creature spell to turn on this Goblin Cohort next turn. Conscripts, okay, sure. Gotta gain some life real soon. Go to blocks. Block like that. So additional Drifty Boys incoming. Crypt Rats. That's kind of funny. So cast Muldrifter. Oh, yeah. Oh my god, deck. Wow. All right, so we'll Dismal Backwater our life gain land for what that's worth. And pass. Picking up Mesmeric Fiend next turn is not ideal. With, like, escape routes. Bolt. Reckless Abandon. All right. 0-4, guys. I don't know. That was only game 2. That was only game 2. Everybody chill out. So you think we should have the Thorns in. I agree. And we'll take out the Prowlers. And go like that. Oh, Lenny Kravitz's Flyaway? That could be a new way to meme it. I kind of like that. Sounds actually not that bad. So we're going to keep turn 1 Ruthless Ripper. Turn 2 untap land to keep us access to Hydroblast. Maybe we just play our Dismal Backwater on turn 2. But I will keep it. We'll see how they start playing. Is the kind of value you live for. Same though. Same though. Play Ruthless. Pass the turn. We got our Hydros. Our opponent's got their mountains. Turn 1 Denizen. Okay. So I think I am going to leave up Hydro here. I feel like they have a Burning Tree. So I'm going to do it like that. I'll pass. It's going to make this Muldrifter a little bit more slow going, but we're drawing pretty anemically here. BTE? I wonder if we counter BTE. I think we do. I think that's just way too fast for us, yeah. Way too fast for us. It's obviously not as good as a like a Fire Blast or a Bushwhacker later on, but it stifles their board production so much. Oh man, another friggin' tap land. All right, so I think we actually have to evoke Muldrifter here and find some more action before our opponent just outpaces us. Yeah. Evoking your Muldrifter on turn 3 is not a tempo play, though. That is very much a control play. All right, well, we find a removal spell and a blocker, so that's good. I might let Foundry Tree Denizen in this turn because we're probably going to Zealot, and we might be able to kill this and get some value out of our Edict later. Oh, this is more Burning Trees? Man, thank God I countered that one. Yup. Yep. We'll see how big this gets. But I think I want to take it because Dusk Legion Zealot will trade with it next turn, so... Oh, God. Oh, this is bad, gang. Our hand can currently deal with all of this right now, but it's not good by any means. I wonder if they had all 4, and we, like, put them off the nut draw. That'd be really funny. Chain Lightning the Ripper. Can't copy it. All right. They're getting in for 3 whether we like it or not. Yup. Don't have any blue 1-drops, so we will... so we will Zealot first. Man, Escape Route's so slow in the mono-red matchup. God, deck, you're being so nice today. Okay, play a Dismal Backwater and pass the turn. I mean, we can Chainer's Edict Escape Routes next turn, for what that's worth. 3 cards in our opponent's hand. 2 BTEs on board. There's Conscripts, yep. Pumps the Denizen. And Bushwhacker. Oh my god, this hand is nuts! Dear God. I think the only thing that saves us here is top decking a Crypt Rats to go Crypt Rats X2 next turn. But that was fast. That was very fast. Oh yeah, Hydroblast came through. We're still very dead. 9, 10, 11, putting us to 6. So our only draw here is Crypt Rats. And even then, it's not ideal, because I think our opponent probably is on Hydro or Fire Blast or something. Let's go to blocks, kill this. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Well, Hydroblast. Okay. So Edict you. What is in their hand? It can't be anything good, or we're dead. Dismal Backwater. I mean, we're still very dead. But it can't be anything at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can't even flashback Edict anytime soon. Let's find out what it is. It feels like a Fire Blast. Hasty Boy does make things difficult. More Burning Trees. They found all 4. Goes to combat. Swings, swings, swings. So I'm going to Hydroblast a threat here, as opposed to a potential Fire Blast. Because I think getting creatures off board is still going to be priority. And this is just the game we have to play. They could also have Reckless Abandon, and then we just die. Maybe it's Reckless Abandon. Punt. Nope, just down to 1. Okay. Crypt Rats. Oh, Crypt Rats, why you do this? Here's the next card down. You could have saved me, buddy. Nah, no way out here, gang. So, yeah. Real fast guys got us. GG. All right. Escape Routes, the slowest routes, but we do have a couple of removal spells despite our tap lands and our 1-drops and our opener, so let's try it. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. F. Big F. Sorry, brother. The holiday spirit's in me. Opponent thinking we're on control, probably. Leading on Dismal Backwater after all. Oh, man. Tron. Let's go. Time for our 1-drops to truly shine. I mean, I guess I could play Colostria Healer this turn. But I think I'd rather hit Muldrifter on time. Eventually. Prowler won't hit anything, so we'll play Prowler. Yeah, man. Nope, we will not use his ability. Play a tap land. Pass the turn. Yeah, there is. There's like Psychic. What is it called? I think I played against someone that was playing those. Turn 2, 1 mana, 1/1. Seems good. 2 mana for our opponent for some color fixing. Yep. Slum Reaper. Okay, go to combat. Swing with Prowler. Psychic Strike. That's the one. Maybe I have to evoke Muldrifter. We're still like missing land drops here. Yeah. I think we gotta get a little bit friskier than waiting till turn 5 to cast this. It's Tron, so we gotta get this Slum Reaper down and beaten face very shortly. Although turn 4 isn't great. Hopefully they play like Seagate Oracle here so it doesn't look like it's completely not for value. No plays from our opponent. All right. Like having a Bajuka Bog in my hand. So let's go to combat. Attack with 4th Bridge Prowler. I wonder what they're holding up here. Counter Magic on Slum Reaper is pretty bad. A removal spell on this in response to Slum Reaper. So I'm going to play another creature. I think that insulates us a little bit better. So we'll do that. Play Colostria Healer. See if they want to snap it off. I doubt they do. And I appreciate that, Waltz Mark. It is my favorite card. So, and I think it has the potential to be good. It's a 1-card combo. It does it all. Forbidden Alchemy. You got it. So Germ Daddy, not super scary to us. We can deal with that in all kind of different ways. That's a lot of Fire Ices. Oh man, X1s. X1s in the Fire Ice matchup. Opponent building up their mana. And Seagate, yep. What's it gonna find? Hopefully not a Tron land. So Slum Reaper going to sack Prowler here, especially knowing that Fire and Ice is coming. Red mana. Going to snap off removal on Colostria Healer. Opponent does not like the look of Colostria Healer, and I can respect that. Alchemy's in the bin, but I don't know if it's time to snap off this Bog yet. I think we want to wait for a better turn to do that. So go ahead and play our own tap land. And run out Slum Reaper. Hopefully they don't have an answer. Maybe we'll foil it. Sack Prowler. Opponent sacks Oracle. And we pass with this figure up. They might play a Muldrifter next turn. Who knows? We'll pass. What's coming? What's coming, Big Tron? Here comes Big Tron. Tron on Tron, man. I like the Fire Ices, though. I hope we see just how strong this can be. Another Oracle. Okay. That'll eat an Edict next turn, so we can start attacking for 4. This is a little awkward when you got the Slum Reapers in multiples, and you're just trying to beat face. More colored mana. I wonder what that means. Prismatic Lens. That is cool art. That's that new art, eh? That's sweet. Dang. This person Ultimate Masters. Oh, they're going to kill Slum Reaper. Opponent. Yep. So this might be straight up Izzet Tron. I've seen that around. A little bit. Oh, Deck, you're really funny. All right, well, I guess we're going to Edict them. And then Bog. At least get rid of this Alchemy while they're tapped out. And pass the turn. We're seeing why having a creature like why Fleshbag Marauder. I probably should have just looked at what decks played Fleshbag Marauder before I just started jamming it. What kind of decks played Fleshbag Marauder? I guess it's just a 2-mana Edict anyway, regardless. So it wouldn't just rot in your hand like this. Colostria Healer. Cool. Play Colostria Healer. Opponent gonna counter, I think. I'm guessing. Does this exclude? Man, exclude's a good card. Oh, Fleshbag's a 3-drop. Huh. I wonder what I was thinking of. There's that 2-drop in Pauper that when it dies, it's an Edict effect, which is kind of weird. Colostria Healer comes in, drains them. And I guess we gotta risk it. If they have instant speed spot removal, then so be it. But they might just not. No, here comes counter magic. All right. We were not getting pump faked. And they'll get a scry for their trouble, but we're going to get to keep our Colostria Healer. They don't have a ton of counter magic, so generally, if we can like let the game go long enough that we can start looping stuff, our deck is fairly powerful. We can like run them out of all their stuff with Slum Reapers and the escape routes loops. But this blue-red version is a little weird, where they have like spot removal and a condescend, or they probably have excludes and stuff. And they also have, very likely, can't even remember what I was thinking of. Never mind. Very likely have ways to counter our stuff. In green-black morbid, yeah, I agree. All right, so I think we want to. Yeah, that would be cool with like Wake Dancer and stuff like that. They have extra bodies going around too. And like Nest Invader. Nest Invader makes that extra mana, which not only ramps you into it, but it also like gives you outs. So we'll go ahead and swing with Colostria Healer. We're going to run out Mesmeric Fiend here. I guess that does give our opponent a turn to recover. But they might have Pulse in hand, and I kind of like to keep them on their toes. I like having information about what Tron's doing. I feel like it helps a lot. And I would also like to have 2 bodies on board next turn when Slumdog comes down. So what do they think about this? I got 3 mana up here. Whatever colors they do need access to. Even 2. They could Soul Manipulation here. Or just Condescend X3. I think. Maybe they just want the Scry? I don't know, that's weird. 4 mana. All right, we'll tap out. Maybe they're playing Daze. So we pay. They do still get the Scry. But hopefully we can take whatever gas they have out of their hand. Let's see how they Scryed. 1 on bottom, 1 on top. Okay. And they have all the mana in the universe now. Ooh, there's Crusher. That's not great. So if we take Crusher, we can just Edict it away. I think we take Teachings, because Teachings can go get them an answer for the Mesmeric Fiend, which is ultimately just an answer for other stuff. Or we take the Condescend so that we can resolve the Slum Reaper next turn. But then they can just Teachings for an answer to that. I think we take Teachings and hope they tap out for Crusher so that we can resolve a Reaper next turn. So we'll take Teachings. And pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. But yeah, it could be good in green black morbid. We'll see what our opponent's scryed into. It could just be an answer for this right away. So it's pretty much just EDH, hey? I just know Pauper players have been waiting for Fleshbag Marauder for a little while. So I was like, you know, let's find out why. By putting it in a deck with escape routes. See what our opponent's up to. 5 mana. Rolling Thunder time. Yikes. That's a pretty good top deck. They still have mine in hand, too. So they're going to Wrath us with Rolling Thunder. Get back their Teachings. And have a safe Crusher next turn. Pretty good top deck. And all we really have to fight it is an Edict in the bin. And they have to tap out of... Well, that's pretty okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Well, I guess I can choose to condescend this, but if they do, then so be it. So we'll try to play Ruthless Ripper. That means we might get Fleshbag down next turn when they try to crush her. They also might just like Teachings for something. Don't really know. Gonna condescend X4. No, can't do that. And we'll just pass here. So yeah, so hopefully they go shields down. They cast a crusher next turn. Shields down. And then we kill it and hope they don't have anything else. They haven't seen our hand, so they don't know what we're doing. Now they're going to get Teachings. So they are going to protect it with Pulse. Okay. Yeah, Pulse is pretty good. Just Tron things. Man, we have to resolve and escape routes. So bad. They pulse back Muldrifter. Can draw some more cards. So Drifter, Crusher is what's in hand. They're going to get 2 unknowns, Crusher for next turn. Yep. Drawing some cards. And I wonder if they're going to find a wall soon. Find Zealot. I think we'll run that out. Purdy for sure. Draw a card. Come on, escape routes. Island. Okay. Well, it does let us leave up Chainer's Edict, so I think if that's going to be the plan, then we'll get down our 4-2. And then try to flashback Edict on the Crusher next turn. So Drifter hits the bin, but there's a good chance Drifter just hit another Pulse. Pass a turn. And we have a 4-2. Come on, opponent. Tap out for Crusher. Swiftwater Cliffs. Okay. So likely story. They drew a land off of their Drifter. We just gotta hope they didn't find protection for the Crusher. Ah, more Drifty Boys. Okay. Pretty good Edict protection right there. So they have Drifter and Crusher. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So we can't even hit like Disfigure and still flashback Edict, which means they're still going to get an attack with Crusher. I don't really know how we get our way out of this, but we'll take a couple of Crusher hits before we move on. Oh, they're just going to remove Slum Reaper? Dang, okay. Tron, man. And here comes Crusher. Pretty much no way to come back. But I'll let them attack me with Ulamog's Crusher a couple times while I look. Another land isn't going to do it. So we'll play land, pass the turn. They even have flashback Teachings. So yeah, this is pretty much it. We might be able to get a Death Toucher on board. How many of those do we have left? Probably not even that many. We will sack Bog. Ah, no, we shouldn't sack Bog. We'll sack Island, sack Swamp. Take 10. Down to 13. Drifty Boy. Man, that's a lot of Drifters. What's the top of our deck tell us? Are we doomed? Are we crushed? Certainly not. Oh, more Drifter. Oh, wall. Okay. Yeah, now we're just dead. GG's. Okay, so bring in Spell Bombs. We can counter Rolling Thunders with Hydro Blasts, but I don't know if their red spells are what we're really worried about. Edicts are always fine against this deck. They play very few creatures, probably better than our Crypt Rats, so we'll take that out. Soul Manipulation, not super ideal. I guess I can still hit their walls and things like that. Thorn's great. Choking Sands are pretty good. Maybe we'll take out Soul Manipulations for Choking Sands. And probably take out Fourth Bridge Prowlers. They're not going to do anything. And our Disfigures. What can we put in? I guess a Crypt Rats or 2 isn't that bad. But Soul Manipulation is probably even still better. We can drain them out with Healers and Rippers. I'm going to try like that. Hopefully find a Choking Sands. Game 1 against Tron? Nah. Sure didn't. But we tried so hard. And always will with routes. Okay. Some Rippers. I like Mesmeric Fiend in this matchup, so I think I'm going to... I don't know. Maybe not. We might need Choking Sands to win. But I am going to keep it. We can start pressure early. We can try to Mesmeric Fiend to like slow them down a little bit. Hopefully that's enough. So land, rip, pass turn. Nah, Kenzie. Unfortunately, we did not find our victory. So they're going to play Swiftwater Cliffs. We'll see what we can't Mesmeric Fiend away from them. Another Ripper. There's some activity on your Reddit feed. Ooh, what happened? What'd you get? What'd you find? Anything fun? We'll go Island. And Fiend. They just have Natural Tron in hand. Fantastic. But they don't have a way to remove this Mesmeric Fiend. So let's leave them on nothing but Pulse. We'll take Prophetic Prism. Pass the turn. Oh, cool. Like a Disturbing Bug. It's like one of those weird ones. Like those cool like copy pastas you see about Majora's Mask. Those are sweet. Draw another land. Not ideal. So we'll go to combat. Attack. Play 2 1/1s. And pass. I do like having Death Touchers, but I feel like they would have brought in Electricity after last game, and Mystical Teachings gives them a bunch of copies of that. Cliffs, yep. I mean, we are clocking them for 4 every turn, so they're going to have to find something to do. Their colored mana is a little screwed right now. Combat, swing, and we'll just play Pit Keeper out as a 2/2. But I think deciding not to go on Tron there means they probably found Rolling Thunder, so I guess we just got to really hope to fade Rolling Thunder for 2 turns. Because next turn we're going to attack for what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put them down to 9. Yep. That is a tower. Pass the turn. Find Choking Sands. Hot diggity. Play land, go to combat, swing. Oh, maybe we'll cheese him out. The spell might get us, but... So try to blow up tower. Do they have a counterspell? They found it. Okay. Maybe they're just alchemy. I don't know. This looks like alchemy to me. Flicker. Okay. Sure. Gains a life. Saves Tron. Pass turn. Nothing in our bin to even for them to target with their pulse, so we got that going for us. They are swifting cliffs though. Pretty good. Clock, clock, clock. We're drawing lands. We do not want lands here. If I would have known this was how it was going to go, I probably wouldn't have played out the Ruthless Rippers. Probably would have tried to morph them. See if they can Wrath. Oh, they just gain a life. Okay. Even a blocker gets them through here. No, we got him. Sweet. Who knew? Who knew the 1/1s could be so powerful? All right, let's do it. Mesmeric Fiends doing their job. Oh, cool. Okay. I've never played a cross-platform game, I don't think. Maybe I played like 2 Worlds or something. Was that cross-platform? This is just way too slow. At least the last time we had a hand that could like fight through the early game, but we have to mulligan this. All right. Well, Zelda is going to help us dig, so I think we have to keep this. Thorn might be okay, so we'll put that on top. Opponent kept a no-lander, apparently. Have you just jinxed it? Maybe. So we're going to early bog. We can pick it back up with Dimir Aqueduct. Not a big deal. Pass turn. What have you got? Opponent in the danger zone. Second main phase. Highway to the... All right, so run out. Zealot. Opponent. Counter Zealot. Condescend X1. They just want the scry. Yep. Pretty much days. So we'll see how they scry. One on top, one on bottom. Okay. Got it. This Thorn is really going to have to draw us into some gas if we're going to get out of this one. They also can't have counter magic for it. We draw on tap land here. I'm going to bounce Bojuka Bog. No, we didn't. Okay. Well, I think we just run our Pit Keeper. It's a 2-1. Swings as well as the rest of them. We'll play Aqueduct, bounce Swamp. Last turn. Right in. What a jam, everyone. Danger Zone. Shouts out to Danger Zone. All right, see if our opponent wants to tap any mana to deal with Pit Keeper. And then we're going to try to slam a Thorn and hope it works. Hope it sticks. We've already seen one Condescend. And they did top one of the Condescend cards. They let the Monarch become instituted. Draw an extra cards, more lands. We don't need those. We are going to be able to sufficiently control the board for a little while they kind of like try to stop us, but 3 mana, 4 mana, 5 mana, Drifter. Yep. So depending on what we draw, I don't really know if I want to Doomblade this. Night Spellbomb is nice. I think we want to Reaper here, but that depends on whether they're going to trade it with either of our creatures. So we'll play land, go to combat, swing. See if they want to trade Drifter. They don't have haste creatures, so I kind of doubt it. Part of me wants to get rid of Thorn for a few reasons, but it does have Death Touch, so it could be relevant later. The clock's just a lot slower. So we'll see what they think. Deep thought. They're definitely playing in the danger zone right now. So what we can do, so if they trade here, then we can run out. Nah, we can't really run out Slum Reaper. Slum Reaper still kind of sucks. So maybe this is a bad attack. Maybe we're supposed to just Reaper, sack this, attack for 2. But we will soon find more Reaper fodder. So it might not be a big deal. They could be tempted to leave it alive if we don't have an answer for it. They become the Monarch next turn. Which would be nice. What is it, opponent? What do you have? Come on. Let's do this, Tron. This is kind of like a little bit of a difficult decision point. I can understand it. Yeah, Tron is thinking hard. It's also hard to think while Troning. So I can relate to that. Come on, Tron. 1-2 City. Yeah, seriously. Lots of 1-2s tonight. If you think Tron... Try triple queuing with Tron. I think... Was Birdman doing that in the challenge? I bet he was. What an absolute mad lad. Or this person might be. I don't really know. Maybe they're like playing Morosatron and also drafting. Is that just Danger Zone? That better be Danger Zone. Yeah, I can appreciate how like this deck did win games, but it's not very hard to kind of counter what we're doing. I think Slum Reaper is just actively pretty bad, like really bad. Do not triple Tron. And yet they still might win. They would have to do this like every time we made a play, probably. Because we're already turn 5. Like the ridiculous Tron stuff is about to start happening. Yeah, certainly. Like reasons to sacrifice it. Definitely. Because even in this deck, the late game doesn't get that good until you're like looping Pit Keeper and getting it back a bunch of times. Or like bouncing, if this is your only creature and they have a big board, you can like, for 7 mana, edict them every turn until you draw enough lands to kind of like overcome them. So it can lock people out of creatures with escape routes, but it's not really... Yeah, maybe. Maybe be good against Boggles and Heroic. It also costs 4 mana. And Boggles has ways to fight. Like, I guess we have all the Death Touchers and stuff to back it up, so the Boggles matchup probably isn't that bad. Colostria Healer was terrible. Would not Colostria Healer again. Opponent's going to take it. Wise. Wise opponent. Or they were going to take it. Okay, so now we will Slum Reaper. I'm going to sack Thorn because the clock's slower. I'd rather be hitting them for 6 every turn. And if the game goes that late that I'm looping stuff, then I want to be able to loop Pit Keeper, and we can get it back eventually. So we're going to do it like that. If our opponent tries to pulse, I'm going to snap this off. I like Mesmeric Fiend here. Come on. It's just Tron at 18. I just want one game. All right, so they're going to kill Slumlord Millionaire. And potentially our Pit Keeper as well. So 3 mana. Yep. Oh, dang, I really don't want to Doomblade a Seagate Oracle, but if I must. We'll get a little info with Mesmeric Fiend first, and then potentially proceed to Doomblading it. What do we draw? Drifter. Okay. So, man, I really don't just want to run this Drifter into counter magic. So we're going to Mesmeric Fiend, see what they've got. They're going to prohibit. Okay. Well, that couldn't have killed Drifter, so that's a little unfortunate. So we'll Aqueduct back a land. I think we gotta get aggressive. So we'll kill this, attack for 2, and then if they tap out next turn to try to commit more stuff to the board to become the Monarch, then we might be able to get them and resolve them all Drifter. We draw. Soul Manipulation. I like it. There's a bit more Tron. 4 cards in their hand. They're at 16. That's still a lot of life to work through. 3 mana. 4 mana. Teachings? 5 mana. So they get their own Drifter. Wall. Okay. So Wall to get back Flame Slash, I imagine. I think we crack. Maybe not. Flame Slash doesn't really matter. What do they get back? I don't think any of this matters. Yeah, Prismatic Lens. It looks sweet too. I think it's new art. So they get back Flame Slash. Okay. Nah, I don't really care about them having another Flame Slash in their hand. That's whatever. I'd rather get this in the graveyard and exile it than anything else. And this might be a way to do that. So we will drift away. Draw some cards. Zealot, okay. So play land, play Zealot. Not a great series of draws. Find a Chainer's Edict. Okay, so next turn, maybe we're back in business next turn attacking. We had to take a little break there. But our opponent's only got 3 cards in hand, one of which is a Flame Slash. Not super worried about it. 4 cards now. Spellbomb is insulation against Ghostly Flicker, so when that starts happening, you really want to be able to stop them. At least the first time. I would also crack it for a Pulse. Teachings, okay. So if this is Teachings for Pulse and then Pulse, Electrickery, okay, sure. You got it. That doesn't really matter either. And probably going to Flame Slash this. No, they're going to Trickery and Flame Slash, and then we're going to get rid of their wall, and then we're the Monarch. Yep. So we get rid of the wall, we get rid of a Teachings, put our opponent at 2 cards in hand, Soul Manipulation to get us something back, and Slum Reaper to start the beats going again. All right, so Edict you. And Spellbomb. I don't want them to be able to respond with Mystical Teachings, so if they go Pulse Marasa, and then, like, I don't want them to get any value off the Teachings. So we will Spellbomb you, pay a black, draw a card. Another Ripper. All right, play a land. Morpher Ripper. Pass a turn. Continue withdrawing cards. Escape routes. Well, I never. 2 cards in our opponent's hand. No bin. Let's see what this is. Nothing good, hopefully. Oh, is this Muldrifter? Another Mnemonic Wall. Okay, that doesn't do anything. That's cool. And they also can't just pulse this one back when we kill it. So that's kind of nice. I wonder if they'll block. Play a land, go to combat, we'll swing. I feel like they have Pulse in hand. All right, flip Ripper. Reveal Ripper. Drain you. So we very likely want to leave up Soul Manipulation here, because if they start pulse looping this, then we're pretty far off being able to win. So that'll die. Let's... I think it's more important to play Muldrifter here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cavern Harpy's cool. I think Cavern Harpy suffers from the same issues as... Oh, man. Then they'll only have... Oh, God. That's tough. I don't think they'll be able to do it in the same turn. So I'm going to Choking Sands their tower. And we'll play out Ripper face up. Pass turn. They're at 12. We draw an extra card. Mesmeric Fiend. Okay. So now we have the Mesmeric Fiend Escape Routes combo, so we can start stripping their hand down, which is pretty nice. Hey, they skipped the match. We got them. Hey everybody out in YouTube land. First of all, thank you so much for hanging out for the entire league. We just finished up with our blue-black Reaper Routes deck. This is really just me exercising escape routes again, trying to find cards that work really well with it. Thank you very much for the follow, Mugiwara94. We're just trying to find cards that really like to play well with escape routes. Ruthless Ripper, Fourth Bridge Prowler, they were fun to play, but it seemed like they were a lot like just way too slow. There were a lot of mana to try to commit them and loop them with escape routes to get the value that I wanted. Talking about Slum Reaper specifically, yeah, it's a cool combo with escape routes. You pay 7 mana, your opponent sacks a creature, but you have to be super far ahead on board by then, and trading your Ruthless Rippers off 1 for 1 with your opponent's creatures until you eventually kind of get a combo doesn't really do it, especially because we played 2 red deck wins decks tonight, and if there's a combo that kills creatures, then it should be good against that deck, and unfortunately we weren't. So I think it was fun. I'm still going to keep trying to break escape routes, but I don't think Slum Reaper is the fit to break it, and I also just don't think Slum Reaper is a very good card, unfortunately. Anyway, thank you again for watching the entire league out there in YouTube land, and especially out here in Twitch land. Thank you for hanging out very much. We're going to be here again tomorrow night playing Colossal Dreadmaw Stompy, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Have a great night, and thanks again.